Welcome back everyone, I'm Eddie Z, and in today's video I'm going to be hunting a phoenix. The first thing to say about the phoenix is that it only spawns during the super heatwave, and if you're lucky enough to have a super heatwave at night, it's slightly easier to find as it's a big burning bird in the sky. Only one of these will ever spawn at a time, and they fly quite high up in the sky, so they will take a long time to find. Make sure that when you're searching you are in a super heatwave and the heatwave hasn't ended, otherwise you're going to waste too much time flying around with no hope of ever finding it. You'll know you're in a super heatwave as it's the dark red flame symbol in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. This creature can only be tamed using fire, so you could use a Fire Wyvern as I am, or fire arrows, oil jars, or even a flamethrower. I've opted for the Fire Wyvern as I've just got a decent one and it's a bit less resource intensive than any of the other options. There we go, so this one's level 85, that's not great but it's the only one, so I'm going to go for it anyway. When this heatwave ends, the phoenix will revert to a pile of ash and fall down to the floor. I'm going to use this opportunity to build a structure around where those ashes land so that when the phoenix rises from the ashes, it will find itself trapped, and at that point I'll tame it with fire. It's also worth tracking the phoenix whilst it's still alive so that you can find where it lands a little bit easier. For now though, we just need to wait for the heatwave to end, so I'll skip forward to when that happens. There it goes. Okay, it looks like it's landed in a slightly awkward position, but I'll see if I can build a trap there anyway. I'm going to keep the trap as simple as I can, so I'm going to use a 3x3 base, centering on where the phoenix has landed. The phoenix will resurrect in a gout of flames, spawning 4 walls high, so I'm going to make a 1x1 doorway trap with a ceiling on top. Now I might actually be lucky with this location. I was planning on building a platform at the top of this trap for my wyvern to perch on so it could attack the phoenix. However, I think this rock pile will do the job just nicely. There's the ceiling, the trap's complete. All we need to do now is wait for the next heatwave. Word of warning, if you're not here when the next super heatwave starts, the phoenix will clip out of the trap and you've got to start this again. There we go, it worked. Time to start taming. First flame breath tamed about 0.6%, 0.6 again. This is going to take a while. I'll fast forward through some of this. I don't know how long this is going to take and I don't know how long a heat wave lasts, but hopefully it'll be finished before the heat wave ends. One of my tribe mates is after this same phoenix. I'll call him Greg, because that's his name. Greg had even managed to build a trap round its ashes, but failed to be there when the next heatwave started, and he's going to be gutted when he hears that I've caught it. So I think I know what I'm going to call it. Take that, Greg. Time to get it out of that trap and see what it can do. First thing to note is that the phoenix is really slow unless you hold down the jump key, which launches you forward like this and will cause damage to anything you hit or fly close to. Let's see if we can hit something here. The phoenix's inventory acts like both a campfire and a forge, so anything I harvest off these animals will be cooked immediately. There you go, you can see that already on the left hand side of the screen. And now to find some metal. I've been a bit of a wally here as the phoenix can actually harvest metal itself. There we go, let's see how long this takes. So it's not as effective as the industrial forge, and the phoenix's low weight capacity means that it's probably not that useful. I don't suppose I'll be using it for this. 2 more things that might be useful about the phoenix. Firstly, it excretes silica pearls, and secondly, its special attack is a fireball. And there you have it. The most difficult thing about this tame is probably finding one, so happy hunting, and see you in the Ark.